Guys, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for being here. We all know why we are here. Excitement to see Team Archies. That's not enough noise. This is a huge star cast, the best filmmakers of India. We need some more noise, then they'll walk in through that door. Bringing the Archies to India, featuring Tiger Baby and Netflix's The Archies. So they will be right here, seated in the front row. We'll have a conversation with them. I will also, till they come, I will tell you what is happening. आप सबको Archies के actors देखने हैं, ये मुझे पता है. वो तो होने ही वाला है, so don't worry about that. Zoya and Rima will be there. They have created this. And also, the big surprise is that for this room, for the first time, we are putting the song out and you all will be seeing the song Sunoh from the film right here on this screen. You'll be watching it. Cool. I've been told they are walking and I'm very excited. Look at them, guys. That is Dot, Agastya, Mihir. Everyone, guys, here you all are seated in the front row. Zoya, Suhana, Khushi, Rima. Welcome Team Archies to OTT India Fest. How exciting and how lovely is this team. Guys, welcome. I wish all of you all were here seeing this beautiful view. So as I promised, we are doing something very exciting. This is not just that we are calling them, and of course you all have seen them and you all will hear them in the coming days. But the excitement is, how many of you all want to hear and see the song Sunoh right here for the very first time? Make some noise. Nah. इतना कम आवाज में नहीं हो सकता है. Make some noise for Sunoh, then we'll play it. Good. Let's call the creators who made this. Zoya, Rima, please can I have you on stage for a quick chat? Do you want to say anything about this crowd? They've been waiting to watch this and to hear you.
Thank you all for coming here and being here. This is the first thing we are dropping of our film, so you are the most special audience on this movie. Thank you.
Right. So Zoya, it's a musical, we know. What are we showing them? Tell me about this song. Tell them about this song. What is in store for them in the next few minutes?
Okay, so this is a song called Sunoh, and this is an introduction to the world and the characters. And this song is kind of, it's the first song of the film. It was done by Ankur Tiwari and the Islanders.
Woo!
It's classic, yes. It's a classic, like a rock and roll, and it's reminiscent of an era. And the spirit of the song is the spirit of that era where the youth actually made their voice heard. There was a sense of idealism, a sense of rebellion, and a sense of we can make the world better. And that kind of is captured in the song. That's what the song means to us.
Wow, thank you, Zoya. Rima, where does this song come in the film? What is the context?
Well, it's actually the title sequence of the film, and it introduces all beautiful characters and obviously Riverdale and like Zoya said, the era.
Okay, so we'll have the cast one by one talking to us and sharing their experiences. किससे शुरू करें? Archies है तो Archies से ही शुरू करेंगे. Let's start. Come on, Agastya, can we have you on stage? So, Agastya, excited seeing this audience, seeing this
Nervous,
reaction?
very nervous. I didn't expect so many people here, but
Right.
it's exciting.
Okay, was this the first song you shot for? That's my first question.
It was my first day, first take, everything.
First day.
First day. This is the first thing we shot of the film.
Do you want to tell us something about preparation? How did you prepare for this?
So I had to learn how to play the guitar. I've never played the guitar before.
Okay.
And I had to learn how to sing, but my teacher told me I couldn't sing, so I shouldn't try. And it was a good experience. Learning how to sing and play the guitar was a great learning for me in this film.
Right. That's something that you decided. I mean, of course you had Zoya Akhtar behind you. You decided that you should learn these instruments. It's a huge task. Just give us some tips. Easy hai seekhna?
No, bilkul nahi. Piano was harder for me because I have
Okay.
very thick fingers, so I keep hitting 2-3 notes at the same time. But guitar is fun and it's a cool party trick when you're playing with your friends and all.
Nice.
So, it was a good
So do you do that?
no, I'm not very good.
Right. You know, in this room, I'm sure there are many Zoya Akhtar fans, but I will challenge there's nobody bigger than me. So Zoya, I'm a big fan. I want to ask you, you're the lucky one who got to work with her. What was it like to do a Zoya Akhtar film? How would you explain that?
She was very patient with us.
Okay.
I think we all were new, so we were going to mess up. But she was very patient.
Okay.
She taught us very nicely. So I think I love her for that. It's taking the chance on us, and hopefully people like what we've done.
Right. You know, this is a huge deal for anyone who's debuting. You know, this is an exciting time. What was, you know, do you sometimes feel how real is this? What was your reaction when you first heard it's a Zoya Akhtar film? Then you heard it's going on Netflix, it's dropping on Netflix. What were your reactions like?
You know, I always watched movies. I never thought I would be in movies.
Right.
When Zoya and Rima called me for the first time, I thought they were pulling a prank. I remember they spoke to me and I was like, this is not true. But I think it's a huge privilege to be on Netflix, to be with these great people. And I'm just very grateful and I hope it goes off well.
Great. None of this was a joke. We have you and the first song is out. We will ask you to go back to your seat and big hand, guys, big hand. All the very best. Dot, can we have you? Please sit. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Very well. I've been following you on Instagram from before all this started. I hope you know that. I want to ask you that, you know, you're such a talented singer. You make music. We've been watching your work for so long. Debuting in a film which is a musical, was this a plan? How did this happen?
It was absolutely not a plan at all. It happened completely by chance. I was living in Wales studying for my my masters, which I'm still doing. And I was a musician and I was living my life casually. And in comes Zoya. Apparently, she'd been following my music for a long time as well.
We all are.
Secretly, and I didn't know. And then she approached me for one of my songs. She wanted it to be in her film. And that's how we met. And we were on a video chat. I was all the way in Wales and she was all the way back in Bombay. And she said, do you act? Will you audition? And I was like, okay, I'll try. And I didn't know what I was jumping into, you know. It was just this random thing that happened to me. And then I had to like pour my soul into it and I had to just jump into it head first.
Wow,
It's been crazy.
Right. Aisa Sunoh hai, you've written this song? You've written a song in the film?
Yes, I've written one of the songs, two of the songs are...
Two songs you've written in the film.
Yeah. And then,
Guys, that is some talent. Big hand. And you got to work with Javed Saab. Aisa Sunoh hai. Is that true?
Yes.
What was that like? That must be exciting.
It was, Javed Saab basically wrote all the lyrics in collaboration with Ankur Tiwari as well. And I did some of the English lines that had to be interspersed here and there. So it was really cool. We used to meet up at Zoya's house, have a little bit of tea and sit all together. Sometimes we'd meet at Shankar Ahsan Loy's Purple Haze Studios and we would just brainstorm. And each of us had our sort of what we brought to the table. You know, Javed Saab has all this experience and he has his artistry. Ankur has his knowledge of the singer-songwriter industry and the world, and then I have my young perspective. So Zoya was just there steering the ship and helping us work towards a vision of her own.
Nice. Guys, jo aa raha hai, Ankur Tiwari ka naam le raha hai. Give him a big hand, guys. He's in the room. Ankur, we love you. That's what we want to say. You know, this is a family film. We all will be watching. We've decided who we'll watch with. Who are you watching this with?
Definitely my mum. And my dadu dadi, they're very close to me. I think they've been following the whole process from start to finish and they're very excited. So yeah, it's a family film. It's gonna be an easy watch and a fun watch.
Nice. Yeah. So, you know, Netflix goes to 190 countries, I'm told. So does Bollywood Hungama. We are both very excited. We can't have Dot on this platform and not ask you to sing a few lines for this amazing audience that's so excited about Archies. What do you want to sing? You decide. You are, yeah. Let's go.
Well, I guess if we're releasing Sunoh today, then I should sing a bit of Sunoh.
Yeah, yeah.
Which, oh my god. Okay.
Let's
I'll sing one small.
2 lines.
Small.
Okay, 2 small lines.
You say I'm young and I've got nowhere to be. I say there's so much I can do. Traded my shoes in for wheels under my feet. I'm rocking and rolling past you. So no.
Woo! That is some talent. That's the reason this crowd loves you. We all love you. Please take your seat. Thank you so much for coming. And next, who should we call? Khushi. I'm looking at you. Please come on stage. We'd love to hear from you.
Hi everyone.
Khushi, they've been waiting for really long. What do you want to say to them first?
Thank you so much for being here. First of all, I'm feeling really overwhelmed. There's so many people, but I feel really good that everyone's here to watch. Yeah.
This film, celebrates friendship. You tell me, what was your bond like with all the people you made this film with? What was the set like?
Honestly, I think we all bonded from the start, and we have all kind of been there for each other from the beginning, and we all have an individual relationship with each other. And honestly, it felt like one big school trip when we were in Ooty. We'd be going to each other's rooms and making Maggie and popcorn. And it was honestly so nice just having people throughout the entire process to talk you through everything and just actually have true friends out of this process is, I feel really lucky.
Right. We see there's so much interest in what you do on social media. So do you want to tell us that, when you signed this was such a big deal. Who did you share the news with first, right at the start?
I was actually with one of my best friends, Alia, at the time I got the call from Zoya. And as soon as I hung up the phone, both of us immediately hugged each other and started bawling, crying, because it was a really special moment. And I wasn't expecting it to get the call at that point, but it was really sweet. Yeah, we just hugged and cried for really long.
Right. And, what we saw in the song is so beautiful. Everything looks so perfect. Tell us about Riverdale. What is this place? What should we expect?
Reading the script and then coming to set, it was a really surreal experience and seeing the comics as well, it was just like a storybook come to life. It was colorful, it was vibrant, and art department was amazing with the attention to detail, and you'll see that when you watch the film as well. But there was also a sense of family and comfort and a wholesomeness, and it was just really sweet. But also like a comic book world, so it's a great combination of things.
Right. Tell us, you play Betty. What went to creating that? I've been reading about Zoya's boot camp. What is that firstly? What happens there?
Well, I think we were all cast because we have a lot of our characters' personalities in ourselves.
Okay.
So it was great to work with Zoya and be able to find different layers of all of our characters and kind of figure them out with her. And we did go through a lot of training. We had swimming, we had cycling, skating and acting workshops just to kind of get comfortable in the skin of our characters and in ourselves. But I think by the time it came to shoot, we were all extremely prepared because we went over everything so many times, and yeah.
That's super. I could go on and on, but your co-actors are also waiting, so we'll ask you to take a seat. Thank you. Big hand to Khushi Kapoor, guys. You can leave the mic. Thank you. Jagged. Time for Jagged, guys. Can we have Mihir Ahuja on stage? Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hello everyone. कैसे हो आप लोग?
You are very comfortable with the crowd, I can say.
Yeah.
Jagged is a big foodie. सबसे पहले, are you a big foodie? क्या पसंद है?
Oh sure, I'm like Jughead when it comes to food. क्या पसंद है? I mean, yeah, I don't have an appetite for pizza like Jughead. No one has it like Jughead. But yeah, I can eat a lot. I can actually eat a lot, and my co-actors are a living example of that. I used to hog a lot on set. So yeah, I mean, I can eat everything, but I do eat a lot. Like I eat like 6-7 meals a day. Yeah, that's a lot, I think.
That is a lot. Okay. If you could describe yourself as a food item, what food item would that be?
I would tell you what my favorite food item is. मैं proper पंजाबी हूँ और राजमा चावल
Woo!
छूटता नहीं है मुझसे. मतलब so I'm from Jamshedpur and I've been staying in Mumbai since 7 years now, and you know it's really like I used to struggle so much शुरू में कि यार कोई मिल नहीं रहा था कि मम्मी जैसा राजमा बना ले घर में. तो मैंने अपना ही सीख लिया फिर. एक दिन लॉकडाउन में I called my mom. I really want to learn the way you cook it. So
Nice.
she told me, she explained me like each and every step कि ऐसे मैं बनाती हूँ, ये डालो थोड़ा, ये मिर्च थोड़ा ये. So now I am like a professional cook. Like I can cook
Wow.
Indian food really good. Like भिंडी, राजमा. यार मतलब लोग का favorite.
Yeah,
आपका
yeah.
क्या favorite food है? आप
Yeah, yeah, Rajma any day. So whenever you're making next, please do call me.
Done यार पक्का.
Right, you know, guys, big hand, Jagged, जो इंडिया में बनी है Archies, उसमें राजमा ही बनाएंगे. So, good. Okay, so Jagged is close friends with Archies. Archie, what is this bond like? What is this friendship like?
So in the comics, in the Archie's comics, Jagheera and Archie are best friends. In this film also we see like they're best of friends, but this film is more about friendship of all these 7 characters and how music becomes a mode of connectivity for them. And they're all together since it's an ensemble cast, and so we all together in this film and we come as one energy in the film, and you of course saw that in the song.
Right.
Yeah.
You are into music. How much do you like music? Do you like playing music?
I learned drums for the film because Jughead was a drummer in the comics and in this film. So I had to take drumming classes. Vivan Kapoor, he taught me drums. We had like some 15, 16 days of classes, and yeah, I don't know, like you guys are gonna tell me if I was good enough after watching the film. So yeah, but I'm a beatboxer, so it was like kind of really easy for me. Not to like get the rhythm of it, because beatboxing is kind of like similar. The rhythm is similar to that of drums.
Right.
So I could मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं लगा सीखने में.
Right. You know, ये सब जब बोलते हैं तो करके दिखाना पड़ता है, guys. तो beat box आपने कहा आप कर सकते हैं, बताओ कर सकते हैं कि नहीं?
Yeah, sure, I'll do it for you. One second. Thank you.
Wow! There's a band inside you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
that
man.
is
Thank
some
you.
exceptional talent. And we can't wait to watch more of you. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Vedang, can we have you on stage? Lot of excitement about your character. You have to come and tell us more. How are you?
All good, how are you? How's everyone? Hi.
Looking very handsome.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. You have to tell me about, everybody's giving us some anecdote, and we'll, of course, being a website, we'll go and make stories out of it. You have to tell me, what was your audition like?
Yeah, so the audition process was super long actually, very long and rigorous, I think. I think I gave my first audition in December of 2020, and I was giving a lot of other auditions as well. So, but this one obviously caught my eye because of the brand Archies, of course, and Zoya. So it was like, I was in the last year of my undergrad, and I was like, man, I wish this works out somehow, because I don't have to stress about my job placements, my post-grad where I have to do, and I'm like, if this works out, it'll be great. So I gave my audition then. It was a self-test, and it was for Archie's role actually. And I didn't hear back from them for months. So I thought, like other auditions, matlab वापस नहीं आया, so it's gone now. And then many months later, I think it's like 4 or 5 months later, I got a call back again. One more self-test, then one more self-test, then one more self-test. And I was like, acha, now maybe it's getting somewhere. And now I'm fully emotionally invested. So I'm like, I really need to, crack this. And then they said, we like you, but we want to audition you for another role. And I said, listen, I'll AD for this project at this time. Anything, just take me. And Yeah, I mean that. Then I got another call back for Reggie's character. I came to the office and Zoya took my audition, which was super nerve-wracking. But she was so nice and so sweet. I remember I was really nervous because you were doing the lines with me.
Right.
And yeah, I think that's when I got the role.
Nice,
So,
nice.
yeah.
You want to tell this, these are film and media students. What is a self-test?
Self-test is when you do it from home instead of going to the casting agency or going to an audition room to do it. You do it from home. And during COVID, actually, most of us were doing self-tests. So yeah, my mama was taking the lines with me. I was doing it at home. Mama was recording and she was doing the lines. So,
Right, she must be knowing all the lines by now.
yeah, yeah.
Super. When you meet Zoya for the first time, that she took your audition. What was her brief? Did she sit you down and tell you something?
Yeah, I think it was a collaborative process with her. I think we discussed a few things. I was also really new to this at the time. It's my first film, so I wanted to understand what her process is, where we'll find like middle ground for what Reggie needs to be like in the film. And yeah, there were a lot of references. There were a lot of movies that I watched to kind of understand the '60s, understand the era, understand the character, the style, the swag. And yeah, I think we came to what Reggie you see in the song today.
ऐसा सुना है you're a singer?
हाँ थोड़ा बहुत मतलब not like Dot, she's a professional,
yeah.
but I used to sing and play the guitar a little.
So did you sing your own lines? Like there is a lot of singing here.
I did in
Whoa,
the film a little
that's
bit.
cool.
I have sang a few lines, not too much. It was because I think Zoya was aware that I also sing a little bit. So at some point during that pre-production time, an AD in the film messaged me saying, send your singing clips.
Okay.
And I'm like, wow, this is pretty cool. I hope they make me sing in the film. And they did. It was a few lines, but I think that was a really cool experience. And it was a dream come true to be singing my own voice in the film.
Nice.
So, yeah.
That is very cool that you got to do that and you did that. When you were on the set, what is Riverdale like? You want to tell this audience what is it like when you're seeing these beautiful things?
I mean, it's just amazing. It's super cool, like watching a comic book come to life. And like Kushi said, to the art department was just, they really smashed it. And it was just amazing what the level of detailing that had gone into, making the sets and bringing this comic book to life, which is loved by so many people around the world.
Right.
So yeah, it's just amazing because I also used to read the comics a little bit as a kid.
Okay.
My parents are big fans of the comics, and so I was aware of this thing, and obviously Riverdale, the show. So I was like, how cool is it to finally be living it on a set?
It is such an achievement that your parents have been reading this, you auditioned it and you really wanted it and you got it and we are here today. Big congratulations to
Thank
you.
you so much.
Hope you
Thank
go
you.
a long way. Take
Thank you,
your
thank
seat.
you, thank you for having me.
And we will now have Yuvraj. Woo! I can see there's a lot of excitement when we take his name.
Hello.
They love you, don't they? Right. One thing about your character that you already knew that, you'd read enough and you knew that, wow, this is what I have to do.
I always knew that Dilton is like a nerd, but he isn't portrayed like your stereotypical nerd in the comics. Like, he doesn't have like a sense of embarrassment attached to how knowledgeable he is. Instead, he has like a sense of pride and confidence attached to it. And I was really happy to see that being portrayed in the movie as well when I read the script for the first time.
And how beautifully it is portrayed. What was your, we just heard the song now. What was your reaction? Where did you hear it? And what were your first thoughts?
I was shocked because of how accurate it is to the world of Archies. I think it's such a good representation and such a good first taste into Riverdale because I think it conveys that like youthfulness and happily ever after feeling that you would only find in a comic book normally.
Right, since they all love you, we really want to know what was your reaction when you got to know you're debuting in the Archies on Netflix.
I mean, I think it's really hard to put into words the excitement that all of us are feeling. But no, I can't wait for this to finally be shared with the whole world globally on Netflix's platform. I still can't believe that it's going to be up there alongside with my favorite shows and movies on the service.
Right.
And yeah, there's just a feeling of I'm honored and I feel very grateful to be doing what we're doing.
Hearing you, seeing you makes us excited and makes us, we want to see, we want to watch this really soon.
I hope it does.
Right. Thank you so much. You can take your seat and big hand, guys. Big congratulations. That's it? Suhana, can we have you on stage? Please take a seat. Big congratulations. You've become an actor. You've come this far. The crowd loves you. What more can we ask for, right? Right. You tell us. I saw the song. You're skating like a breeze. How much time did that take? Or were you always a skater?
We started training 5 or 6 months before we actually started filming. So skating every day. I know you said it looks very breezy in the song, but I'm lucky you didn't see us like fall and bump into each other. That was far from effortless or breezy. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I loved every moment of it, even all the falling.
Did you fall? Did you hurt
Oh
yourself
my
while
God.
skating?
I fell a lot, but
Okay.
I didn't hurt myself, luckily. But even before we started, I was like, don't freak out if I fall. It happens all the time. I was telling Zoya when we started, but yeah.
Right. Your debut is long awaited. We wanted to know where you will debut, when, where, in what. Why this Zoya film, this Netflix movie was the right place for you, was the right thing for your debut?
I think for me, it was more than anything, it was about finding my feet as an actor. And to get this opportunity to be a part of the Archies streaming on a global platform like Netflix, and then to work under the tutelage of Zoya, it's just, I feel like it was perhaps the best training ground and learning ground I could have asked for as a newcomer or as a first-time actor. So that's what I was thinking.
Very well done. What I can't stop noticing and watching is her style, her clothes. Is it anything to what you wear, what your style would be in real life?
I definitely think there is an overlap. There are definitely bits and pieces of Veronica's style that align with my personal style. There was actually a scene in the film where I wore my own personal outfit, and it worked really well for Veronica. And it's something I was actually wearing, and Zoya saw me wearing it at a bonfire night and said, you should wear this in the film. So that was really cool. But at the same time, there is also a moment in the film where Veronica is deeply sad. And she's sad, but she's still wearing a fur coat. And when I'm sad and I'm having a breakdown, I prefer to be in my pajamas. So there's definitely a difference as well.
Right, but yeah, she does look lovely, and so do you, Suhana. We all love you, and we love each one of you. Thank you so much. This song was really amazing. We now going to get the maker. Suhana, you can take a seat.
Thank you.
A big hand to Suhana, guys. Can we now have one more chair, because we're going to call both the makers of this amazing film. Zoya and Rima are in the house. We should hear from them. Let's have one seat, and we have you, Zoya and Rima. Welcome. What do you want to first say to this beautiful room of people who loved your song?
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for
Playing
being here.
it.
What is this phase like? Excited, nervous?
Nervous.
Nervous?
Nervous.
Okay.
I mean, excited, but I mean, there's a fine line between excitement and nerves.
Right. This film is a very proud moment for us. Archies, it's a huge international title with a fan following, an Indian filmmaker making it with Indian talent. Do these thoughts cross your mind?
Actually, now you're saying all this, and yeah, it starts crossing your mind much later. But initially, when it happened, it was just like Netflix made me
Okay.
an offer. I couldn't refuse.
Okay, right.
I didn't know what I wanted to do next, and they got Archies to me. It's one of our favorite comics. We grew up on this.
Right.
And I was like, how can I take this, retain its essence, make it from India, because it's going to be in 190 countries.
Right.
So and it's a global IP. So I need to be able to take something from here and do it in a language that retains its original essence and speaks
Yeah,
to kids
yeah.
today. So we were actually very excited about that.
Okay.
And we've done whatever we wanted, and now we are getting scared. as,
Okay.
as always.
Yeah, I think part of the fear is also because we're both huge Archies fans. And
Yeah.
when you grow up loving something, you want to do justice to it.
Right.
You know?
Right. Do both of you want to tell us about the casting? These are beautiful actors, lovely people from whatever we have seen in one song so far. Do you want to tell us the casting process, Zoya?
We were very clear that we wanted newcomers because it's like they're such iconic characters, and getting anybody that was already very well known would bring their baggage onto it or their image onto it, good or bad. So
Right.
we wanted newcomers. Also, they're 17 years old in the film. So we needed kids, you know.
Right.
We needed like kids that were teenagers. We work with Karan Mali and Nandini Shrikant. We've done
Okay.
all our work with them, and they know us. And it was, I think, about a year of auditions.
Okay. Okay.
It was a year of auditions.
Right. You know, you said you've been reading Archies, you're a fan. What is similar? How tough was that to keep it? You know, there's an audience that's an audience above 40 who've been reading for years. There's a younger audience like this room full of lovely people. What is similar? What is different?
Well, I mean, like Zoya explained, I think that was the challenge, to take an IP that may not be so relevant to young kids today and make it relevant to them, you know, and also be true to each of the characters in the world of Archie. So it's an American IP that we're adapting in India, and we hope we've done justice. I mean, that's not for us to say. You all will have to watch the film and tell us what do you think.
Right. Can't wait to watch it. Zoe, you want to tell us about your cast? How excited were they? There must be one who must be the naughtiest.
Agastya. The one and only.
Naughtiest?
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay. Guys, you ever...
Looks very innocent.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Seems very harmless. And that's why he was cast as Archie. But any truancy, look there.
Look there. Oh my God. I never thought I would hear this. Right. Right. You know, we are getting close to the release day. What do you want to tell the audience watching this on video and this live audience? Zoya.
I mean, I want to tell the audience that it's a comic come to life. So just go back to your childhood. It's a period film, first period film. So I'm excited about that. You know, I mean, we all do a lot of work on streaming, and till now, whatever we've made has been mainly adult content. So this is like kids. It's something you can watch with your parents. It's something you can watch with your children. It's it's for the whole family.
And watch with the whole family. You tell us
I
something
think,
else.
you know, our target audience was 8 to 80. It was, we've never written that wide, I think, Zoe and I before.
Right, so what we'll do is we'll call your cast back. We'll take a big group selfie with this room full of people. And can we have all of you? We'll take one selfie. And then I have one candid question for all of you, which you all have to answer in one word. Come, guys. If Zoya Akhtar comes to you after some time and says, I'm going to start from here, and says, we are going to make Archies again, but you can't play the same role. We'll juggle things a bit. You have to swap and pick another role.
Just the role?
Yeah, just which character would you like to play next time if there is a next time?
Jughead.
Oh my God. Okay, Jughead.
Betty.
Betty?
Veronica.
Archie.
Archie.
Dilton.
Reggie.
I would play Jughead because I like how carefree he is and a foodie, so of course. Yeah, I would play Jughead. I would continue, like, I would want to play Jughead again.
Great, guys. Big hand for this amazing team. Looking forward to the Archies on Netflix, guys. Thank you, all of you. Thank you for coming and thank you for this lovely crowd. Thank you all so much.